Sketch a graph of x squared plus 4y squared plus 20x minus 40y plus 300 equals 0. Now we're going to want to get the constant term on the other side, and then on the left-hand side we're going to want to group the x and y terms together. So let's do that. We've got x squared plus 20x, and then plus 4y squared minus 40y on the left. And when we subtract 300 from both sides, we end up with negative 300 on the right-hand side. Now, before we complete the squares for the y's, we're going to have to factor out that 4. So let's do that now. We're going to keep the x squared plus 20x alone. And then when we factor out the 4 from the y terms, we'll be left with y squared minus 10y. And then on the right-hand side, we still have that negative 300. Now let's complete the squares. For the x terms, we take 20 divided by 2, which gives us 10, and we square that to get 100. So we're going to add 100 there, which means we also have to add 100 to the right-hand side. And then for the y's, we take the negative 10 divided by 2 to get negative 5 and square it to get 25. But what we're actually adding is 4 times 25, which is 100. So we'll also have to add 100 to the right-hand side. Now let's factor these perfect square trinomials. X squared plus 20x plus 100 is x plus 10 quantity squared. Then we have plus 4 times the quantity y minus 5 squared on the left. So it's looking like it might be an ellipse. And then on the right, negative 300 plus 100 plus 100 is still negative. It's negative 100. And unfortunately, at this point, we can see that there is going to be no solution because it's impossible to take a couple of perfect squares and add them together and end up with a quantity that is negative. So in this case, there is no solution, which means there is no graph at all. It's an empty graph, no solution, and that's that.